Three mistakes people make when they are bulking. And people make these mistakes because they think, oh, I'm bulking, it's okay, I can get away with it. When really you should treat your gaining phase, don't even call it a bulk, call it a gaining phase, like you do if you were dieting down to get lean and shredded. Because if you can take that approach into the off season, you will secure a lot more tissue than the individual that just thinks, fuck it, I'm bulking. And let's be honest, most people think the latter. So that's what we're going to cover in this video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Tom Sergi. I run the Gorilla Platoon, which is an online physique transformation program where we get results like this. So we're going to roll straight into today's video. 3 mistakes people make. With the first one being, they take too many off-plan meals. Why is this an issue, you may think? Because you've got a certain amount of calories to eat, so therefore, it doesn't need to be controlled and tracked as much. And I would say, honestly, wrong. Your food is there to drive performance in the gym. You will not secure and build any new tissue without significantly improving the loads you're lifting today in the gym to where they need to be in a couple of months' time. When you achieve that, that's where true muscle is built. True muscle is not built just from shuttling calories into your body. Like going out and eating pizzas, donuts, processed foods, crap to say, I need to hit a calorie target because I'm bulking. That's not going to get you the physique. And let's be honest, you probably already knew this. When I say it should sound obvious, but the story is completely different from the way people approach things. You see, once you've had a lot of off-plan meals, processed foods, trying to stick back to your normal daily diet is just not so appealing, and it's hard to do. On top of that, when your body's been eating a lot of garbage, and let's be honest, these processed foods, the foods you eat out, they're not made with your diet in mind, they're not made with your gut health in mind. They use the cheapest of seed oils, even if you eat out at fancy restaurants, because they're doing it en masse. They're doing it to make a profit. They're doing it so that you keep coming back and it tastes nice. Now, that food is not going to be as efficient to partition as your usual clean whole foods. And again, when I say that, I think that kind of makes it obvious. So we've got 2 flaws there. We've got having loads of off-plan meals makes it hard to get back to the meal plan that you know has the right amount of protein, the right sources of carbohydrates and fats. And then on top of that, the food that you're eating is more like blockers trying to go into your stores than it is your quality nutrition that you're eating at home. So I would really ask you just to limit the amount of off-plan meals you're having. Can you have once a week? Yeah, I guess. Just get a steak, keep it simple, just get some meats. You'll be okay with that. But people generally just abuse the off-plan meals. They abuse eating out and consuming whatever calories they want because they think it's bulking. You're just basically filling your car full of fucking garbage fuel. Let's be honest, if you want it to run all year round, if you don't want to get a big fucking MOT bill, you're going to put the best quality fuel in it, you're going to run the best quality oils through it, and it's going to be cheaper in the long run. The analogy I'm using here is, if you run the best food types and hydration through your body, you're going to be able to maximize the bulk longer. If you do it the former way with a lot of off-plan meals, a lot of dirty meals, what will happen is you will get fatter and fatter because your body's not going to use it the same. And as you get fatter and fatter, you're going to have to come out of the bulk sooner. So you scripted out a 9-month window to secure as much tissue as possible. But you might only get 6 in before you look in the mirror and you think, I am a disgusted human being. I don't even look like I go to the gym or have exercised in the last year. And I've been significantly trying to grow. And you'll quit anyway because mentally, to do that alone without a coach telling you, no, keep pushing through, is a very, very hard thing to do. And if you're someone that likes to train, it's actually hard. It is hard to bulk in the last stages because you're trying to force yourself to get bigger and bigger and you're getting softer and softer. And as someone that's always seen themselves as an athlete and maybe a smaller guy, when you see yourself in that condition, I'm telling you now, it takes a very, very strong mental game to continue pushing through, which most people just on their own do not have. So you don't want to do anything that's going to cap the bulk sooner than it needs to be. So honestly, boys, just stick to your whole plan meals. And one thing I'll say is, like, maybe 2 or 3 bulks and you'd have the physique you really wanted to. Can you really go this year just having clean foods, not really eating out? You probably can, right? You'll probably be better for it as a human being anyway. So I would honestly just be selfish for you. Most of the time, if I said, do you really want to eat out? You'd be like, well, not really. I have to spend money. I have to eat this fucking food. I have to go and please these people. I'd rather just stick to my meal plan. I honestly say, if you're bulking, be selfish for you. When you're dieting down to get shredded, you need to be selfish for you because, let's be honest, you've got to be meticulous with the data in order to get the lean result. Take that approach into the off-season. You're not going to have to do it forever, but if you want to get the physique that you want, that you know is going to make you happy, that you've been searching for a while, be selfish for a year. Stick to your meal plan week in, week out, and really, really limit these off-plan meals to when you absolutely have to. Number 2, not sleeping enough. Now, it's no surprise that you grow tissue when you sleep. And people hear this and are like, yeah, I know, but motherfuckers don't push sleep as much as possible. I try and get 9 hours every night and I wake up without an alarm because I want to grow. I want to grow like a motherfucker. Now, of course, you can say, but I need to get up early for work, this, that, and the other, but most people can audit their schedule and find an extra hour's sleep. They just don't want to. They just have more attractive things to be doing at 9 o'clock at night than they do like unwinding and getting in bed early. From what I've seen of clients, and I've shown you the results I get, those that sleep better, honestly, they drop body fat easier and they secure tissue a lot easier. And it makes sense. If you're running off 4 hours sleep 3 times on the bounce, cortisol's going to be higher. You're not going to drop body fat if cortisol's fucking high as fuck, and you're also going to struggle to accumulate and retain the tissue as well. I felt this like from my own, like, call it bro science way, but when I wake up after 9 hours sleep and I go in the mirror, everything's tight. The skin on my abs is tighter. The muscles inside feel full and tight. When I look in the mirror, I'm like, yeah, fucking jacked. And that's because I've just rinsed out a whole load of sleep. Likewise, when I remember where I used to have to get up like at weird times in the night when I was serving in the British military, and I'd feel really flat and like soft and stuff, almost like I shouldn't have been woken up at that point. Obviously, we do what we need to do, but like I can feel it firsthand, and I think if you just blindly follow my advice, which you don't have to, but you will significantly see the difference when you are sleeping a lot. But remember, tissue is only ripped in the gym. You need to go back and sow those seeds back together to secure it and develop it. If you really want to grow, if you're serious about growing in this gaining phase or even in a dieting phase, you need to push sleep as much as humanly possible. And again, what's the theme here? Be fucking selfish. Be selfish. Get to bed earlier. Stick to your meal plans. Be selfish and you will have the physique that you want. I know this is not always the sexy advice, me telling you to be selfish, but actually it will really, really serve you. And the people with the best physiques, honestly, just decided for 1 year, fuck other people. I understand I've got family, but I'm going to secure this muscle because I'll be a better person for it at the end. And then the last one is letting their routine slide. Most people have a very good routine if they know they need to diet down in 8 to 12 weeks, and they will nail it. And they will not miss a single beat. But now you need to take that into a 9-month process. It's very easy for routines to slip. Even the best of people, even me, even I fall off at times. That's why I have a coach to keep me accountable and align me back to where I need to be going. Because your routine will change. Things will slide. You'll get complacent. Human beings cannot run hot forever. However, if you do let it slide, if you're okay with not making progress this week or the next week, and then this week we actually regressed, before you know it, you're going to span your wheels. What's all this going to do? It's going to mean you're going to have to come out of the bulk sooner, and you're going to have to go back to cutting. And the worst thing you could have done is bulked for a fucking 6 to 9 month period and not secured any new tissue. Because when you diet back down, you're going to be in the exact same position you were the year before, and you've just spanned your wheels for 1 year. So that's why I actually get coaching, so that someone's going to take me through this journey and align me and make sure that I'm making progress. And if I do fall off, he's on me like a tramp on chips, and he's going to make sure I'm making progress and back to the goal. So, side note, if you want to be coached by me, there'll be a link in the description. But the theme of what this video is, you need to be selfish. If you want to grow a solid physique, you actually need to take the time for you. You need to audit your life and think, where am I wasting time? Why am I eating out with these people? Where could I be pushing more rest and recovery? And it really is as simple as that. Lock in your routine, rinse it out, sleep a load, eat the meals that you're supposed to, and train like an absolute animal. And you'll have the physique you want, and you won't have wasted your bulk. And that's ultimately what we don't want. And that's why you clicked on a video where you want to avoid the mistakes main people make when bulking. Let's be honest, main people cheat and have loads of off-plan meals. Main people stay up too late than they should do. Most people think, fuck it, yeah, I'm not dieting, so it's all right if the routine slips. Still in surplus, kind of, still training a bit. I know I didn't progress this week, but let's be honest, most people do that because they see it as a bulk and a long thing. If you're serious about it, you'll attack the bulk, secure tissue, and you'll have the physique that you want. So short one today. If you found it of value, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.